Friday Night Lights is back. Section 5 buzzing with the season starting. Always fun to see. And tonight we will start with Eastridge as they taking on East in this one. Two talented teams out there. First quarter, no score in this game, but that didn't last long. Peyton Kisbert here for Eastridge. The 8-play drive ends up in the pay dirt. Eastridge, the Lancers get the PAT. So 7-0 they were up, and that was big because East, they do respond. They finally break through. Third quarter, this one, Tay Brown finding room on the outside on third down. Touchdown for the Eagles, but the extra point, no good. So a 1-point lead for the Lancers. Last chance for East. Pass incomplete. Eastridge with the edge tonight, 7-6. They pick up the win. Then to Hilton, the Cadets hosting Schroeder. Webster scoring to start, but check this out. Ensuing kickoff for Hilton here, Tyler Agier going 93 yards. Watch him go. As Hilton able to tie this game up at 7. That, though, did not last long. Schroeder, junior walk-ins. Webster picks it up from there. 34-14. Schroeder takes it this evening. Then in Irondequoit, the Eagles welcoming in Wilson. Irondequoit already with the commanding lead. And Eric Torres gets it to his playmaker, Jaden Nelson, the freshman. Nice game for him. Makes the big play there. Now, stops short of the end zone, but a couple plays later in this one, the handoff to Nelson again. He's in for the score. Irondequoit Eagles roll tonight. A Week 1 win for Irondequoit.
High school football. Jeffrey Logan III was running sprints during this game today. Chris Pataglia back at Aquinas. Little Irish hosting St. Michael's from Ontario. Today was the Jeffrey Logan III show. Takes the handoff here, and he's gone. Long touchdown, untouched. Later, you want more from Logan? I got it. This time, he's going to go from 55 yards away. Logan had 3 scores in the first half. Here's his final stat line. 20 carries, 304 yards rushing, and 5 touchdowns. Aquinas with a 40-burger. They went easy over St. Michael's. That is sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
How about a little high school football? Friday Night Lights. You can feel the excitement around Section 5. We'll begin in AA as UPrep meeting with Pittsford on this beautiful evening for some football at the Rochester Community Sports Complex downtown for this one. Pittsford at it early. Brody Pusateri rolling out to find Ashton Hanlon. Check out the catch. Hauls it in. Panthers were ahead for this one, but then the Griffins get things going. Later, Bryson Thomas gets outside, goes for the 19-yard touchdown. Big night for him, as well as for his teammates. UPrep, the Griffins ride high today as they pick up the win 39-21. Then to Webster, Thomas hosting Hilton. Beautiful night for that sunset. Webster strikes first. Michael Wells runs it in from 6 yards out. Touchdown for Thomas. He would have 3 of those tonight. Hilton punches back, trying to keep up here. Tyler Agier in for the tutty as Hilton answers. But Thomas, too much. Check this out. Nolan Bain here to Kymir Johnson. Great throw, better catch. Titans get it done, 27-17. They win this evening. Friday Night Lights. It's starting to feel like football weather as well as tonight. Canandaigua making the trip to Irondequoit. A battle of the Grey Wolves against the Eagles in this one. Over at Irondequoit, Grey Wolves get on the board first as Canandaigua with the lead. But, oh, here would come Irondequoit. And Cooper Moore and the Eagles here in for the touchdown. Now, they would go for 2. They do not get it, so Canandaigua was still up in this game. But on homecoming, you have to make the comeback. Irondequoit's Cooper Moore again here. Second touchdown of the night. Moore, great vision, finds the end zone. The Eagles, what a rally. They get the win tonight, 30-15.
How about some high school football for you? Our Friday night rivals. 2-1 LeRoy Cal-Mum versus 3-0 ER Gananda. First quarter, Brady McClurg rolling out and finds his boy Jude Christ. Nice little pitch and catch. Put the rivals up 7-0. Fast forward to the second quarter, up 14-0 on an end around to Connor Elmore. Gets a great block from Chris downfield. I see you, 2-8. The rivals hand the Bombers their first loss of the season, 33-17. 19.
Rush-Henrietta, the Royal Comets, 4-0, ranked 23rd in the state in AA, while Pittsford, honorable mention in the rankings. These two taking on one another tonight, and it was 70 out there, it felt like, in October. Some great football out there in this one. RH and Pittsford battling in this game. Kind of a back-and-forth one with this one. Royal Comets, though, this was pretty. Noah Collins-Howard hauls this one in. Great effort from RH as the starting QB, Brandon Mangoni, sidelined with an injury. RH up at the half, but Pittsford, Brody Pusateri rolling out, finds the pay dirt. Pittsford, what an upset, 35-21. The Panthers get the big road win tonight. To McQuaid, the Knights hosting Aquinas, the Challenge Trophy. Always a fun rivalry night. Now to set this up, last play before the half, 6 seconds left. McQuaid driving until, wow, Brody Lennox, the senior for Aquinas, the great pick. Then he is on the move. Lennox keeps on going all the way back to the house. Aquinas, that sums up this game. McQuaid tries, but it's Aquinas who wins tonight and takes the trophy. On the road, they get it done, 21-14.
Section 5 football tonight. We take you to our Friday night rivals matchup at Honeoye Falls-Lima. Coach Terrell Cunningham and Monroe down 7-0 early. Turns it over to Terrell Cunningham Jr., his son at quarterback, to Messiah Hampton. This kid can play. Going to Oregon, takes it to the house for the score. They got the lead on a 2-point conversion, and then they just kept rolling. Then the defense got points. Anthony Oembe here off the fumble. He's going all the way to score. Monroe wins big tonight. The final score, 38-7.
Hilton's turn to return is now bringing it up along the near side. There he goes. One man to beat. Cutting it in. 16, it's going to be Wade. Wade into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown. Hilton Cadets. There are no flags. That's an American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown. The home improvement company that cares.
Oh, the junior Jared Wade with a big response for Hilton.
Papa John buying time now, throwing toward the end zone. And it's just out of reach. They're going to call it a touchdown. Oh, wow. Wow. Marker was right in on there. Did he complete the process of a catch, Kevin?
I'm not so sure on
I
this.
don't believe so. Kevin Booth is saying yes, touchdown. At first blush, that looks like a great defensive play. That's an American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown. The home improvement company that cares.
Yeah, Gene, let's take a look here. It looks like it bounces off his chest after he juggles it when he hits the ground. I don't know about that. To me, are you completing the catch there? Hits the ground, the ball's out.
It didn't survive the ground on that. Two receivers right to the left. Kasoric, pump fake, throws, goes deep. And what a catch on the far side. Oh, what a catch by Orioso. They will call it complete all the way down to the 6. Kasoric, the handoff to Rieger, lost his balance, but Rieger maintains it in the end into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Hilton Cadets. Papa John takes the snap, rolling out, squares up, throws toward the end zone. It's caught. Is he in? Officials are going to look. They say touchdown. Kevin Booth, his second touchdown of the game. That's an American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown. The home improvement company that cares.
Papa John has been on tonight. Hasn't missed, Gene. I don't think he's missed yet. Perfect night through the air for him, and another connection with Booth for their second touchdown connection of the evening.
Kasoric, he looks to throw. Kasoric throws, corner of the end zone, open, diving. Does he have it? You betcha, touchdown! Hilton retakes the lead. Ariuso from 10 yards out. What a diving catch. That's an American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown. The home improvement company that cares.
Man, just when they needed to play, their quarterback delivers a beautiful ball to the corner, the far sideline here. And a great job to reel that one in here for the touchdown, extending wide open. Ooh, on the fingertips, and oh no.
Oh no, that
hit the ground.
Hit the ground. Well, out of the 3 touchdowns tonight, that might be the one that is the most obvious. Is now the kick is up and it's no good. Oh my! With apologies to Dick Enberg there. Oh, Victor now will get the ball back down by 2. Ball to be spotted at the 19. This is a 29-yard attempt. Snap, down, kick, up! It's no good. It's no good. And Hilton will hold on to win this game.
All right, now to some Section 5 football. East hosting Canandaigua. First quarter, you got to love this. The Eagles are down 7-0. On the 1-yard line, they give it to the lineman, Brody Steverson. Good luck tackling him. Big man touchdowns rule, but the extra point was no good. So East trailed 6-7, as the kids say. I had to do it. Grey Wolves, though, answer back on the ground with a 1-yard score of their own. Jack Clark punches it in from 1 yard out. Canandaigua led 14-6 at the half. We fast forward to the fourth quarter, though. East now only down 2. Amir Bush capped off a 68-yard drive with this touchdown to give East their first lead of their game, and the defense never gave it back. East rallies in the second half to beat Canandaigua tonight, 25-14. And now a message from Ballybet.
To Hilton, the Cadets hosting Schroeder in the A1 quarterfinals. Hilton driving the fumble, though. Warriors jump on it. They get the turnover for Webster. Then they use it. Antonio Tebow in for the tutty. He would have 2 tonight as Schroeder moves on in this one, 17-0. They pick up the win. Over at SUNY Brockport, Avon against Byron-Bergen, Class D final. First and goal from the 9. Cal Dolgos takes the pitch from Evan Blythe and scampers into the end zone. Dolgos 3 touchdowns tonight. Avon rolls 41-15, while in Class A, Brighton takes down East 24-14 to represent Class A. Late November means the state tournament in football, and today the regionals out in Buffalo as we get closer and closer to the New York State Championships. In Class B, Monroe against Lackawanna. Monroe 4th down and 27, but they find the end zone. Pootie Cunningham finds Ray Garcia. They're in for 6 in this one. Monroe was rolling. Later, there was more. This time, Cunningham finds Oregon commit Messiah Hampton. Monroe, their season continues 40-14 tonight. Shout out Paul Gotham of Pick and Splinters for the highlights. Monroe will play Owego next Saturday in the state semis.
How about some high school football from today? State championship semifinals will start in Class B. Monroe taking on Owego Free from Section 4. Late first quarter, Monroe is far away from you. But just wait, because here comes Messiah Hampton. Takes the jet sweep, and he's running right at the camera. The Oregon commit, 70 yards to the house. Red Jackets up 12-0. How about the third quarter? You want more Hampton highlights? Well, that's in luck, because I got it. Takes the short pass from Pootie Cunningham, and Hampton does the rest. This one is only from 56 yards out. Monroe is heading to the Dome next weekend for the Class B title game. They win 48-7. How about some high school football? Class A state semifinal, Brighton versus Union-Endicott. Bruins put on a show tonight. Opening drive, Matt Henniger punches it in from 2 yards out, 7-0 Brighton. Second quarter, Ethan Bilasuski to Clarence Bell. Makes the guy miss, breaks a tackle. In for the score, he's all hopped up on Mountain Dew. Bruins were up 14-0. A little later, check out the snow. Yeah, that's football weather. Bruins get tricky with it. Double handoff reverse to Pat Rohr. Gets a couple of blocks, making guys miss. All Brighton tonight. The Bruins roar 47-14. They will play for a state championship next weekend at the Dome. That is all the time we have for sports tonight.
These state championships are upon us in football, and this season it's just been special in Section 5 as two schools representing our area, Monroe in Class B and Brighton in Class A. And tonight, the Bruins' first state title appearance in program history as Brighton taking on Section 1's Rye at the Dome in Syracuse.
Rye undefeated coming into tonight. They score first, but Brighton fires back. Justin Medina on second and goal. Medina runs it on in. Extra point good. Brighton up 7-6. Later, Rye, though, takes the lead. Then they would add on Carson Miller to Henry Schumacher. Rye makes it 20-7 in the second quarter. And from there, Rye's experience showed tonight. Brighton, an incredible season. 28-7 they fall in the title game. But so much to be proud of for the Bruins.
History for Monroe and RCSD as the Red Jackets winning their first ever state championship, the first RCSD school to complete the accomplishment in football as Monroe the Class B champions. At the Dome in Syracuse, Monroe against Sleepy Hollow. No score at the half. In the third, that changed. Monroe scoring 34 points out of the break. It would start with this. Jermaine Montgomery, 19 yards out, in for the touchdown. Red Jackets steal the lead. They would keep their foot on the gas, too. Later, Pootie Cunningham keeps it going. Monroe pulling away. And they did not stop. How about this? Third and goal, Louis Faulu bounces outside. Monroe, 34-0, the undefeated season. Incredible, as Monroe, the first ever Rochester City School team to win a football title. So what was that speech at halftime?
It was simple. You know, I always preach all year. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You know, we're a high-powered team, offense, defense, special teams. And once we got in that halftime, it was real short and sweet. Are y'all ready to finish this game the way we're supposed to? And I didn't need them to say any words. It was the look in their faces that showed me all I need to see.
Awesome stuff. Congrats to Monroe on their historic state championship season.